All right, back now with you here on the KFYR Plus News Desk as we enter respiratory season. Pharmacist Amy Lynn Safety now joins us to share expert tips on building a smart, safe, and effective over-the-counter toolkit, helping families stay prepared for cold and flu and viral symptoms without overspending or even risking medication mishaps. Thank you for joining us today. We sure appreciate your time, Amy.
Thanks so much for having me.
You got it. Amy, what are the must-have OTC items every household should stock for cold and flu season?
Yeah, so we are in the season. So it is a good idea to make sure that we have the right products on hand to make sure that if you are feeling sick, you have something to make sure that you feel better. So certain products that I like to always have on hand include things like pain relievers for those headaches, those stubborn headaches that come through, fever reducers, nasal decongestants, and of course, electrolytes, because staying hydrated when you're sick is very important.
Um, how can families prepare without getting overboard or going overboard by buying, unnecessary products that we don't need?
So, of course, everything is going to be different dependent on you and your family, right? So, when you are shopping, it is a good idea to pay attention to the ingredients of the products that you are buying, because a lot of the cough and cold products that are available are a combination. So, you might be able to get four different medications in one product, which will help save you time and money versus spending and buying five different individual products. So, it's important to make sure you look at those ingredients because you don't want to be double dipping, so to speak, and accidentally taking more than you need to. So, sometimes those combination products make life a lot easier, especially if you're only sick every once in a while.
Yeah. Here's one that I really need the answer to, Amy. Is there any wiggle room with expired medications, especially in emergencies?
Yes. So I know expiration dates is a big topic in many households, especially when it comes to stuff in the fridge. But when it comes to
Hmm.
medications, yes, expiration dates are important. But with over the counter products, it's very different than items in your fridge. You would never eat expired milk because it would make you sick. But with medications, the expiration date means once it passed that, the medication can become less potent. So when it comes to over the counter products, it's not going to harm you if you take an expired pain reliever or a cough and cold medication, but it also might not help you. So it is really important to make sure you take a look at those expiration dates. And now's the time to maybe clean out the medicine chest and do a refresh of some new products for this year.
Okay, so I've got a whole medicine cabinet full of expired medication, Amy. What's the safest way to dispose of expired or unused OTC products?
Yeah, so many of almost every local CVS, when you walk in, we do have a safe medication disposal system that makes it easy for you to safely and confidentially dispose of medication to keep it out of hands where it could turn into a risk factor, right? So away from children and out of your regular trash garbage. So it is a safe and effective way that you could walk into any CVS and be able to safely dispose of it.
And sometimes when we get really down during the cold and flu season, we're doubling,
Mhm.
hopefully not doubling up on medication, but sometimes it happens. You're taking a Tylenol and then you're taking cold medicine. What are some common active ingredients that people accidentally, I guess, double up on when treating symptoms?
Yes, I would say things for mucus, so the guafenicin, and also pain relievers. So, just like you mentioned, pain relievers are in all of the almost all the combination cough and cold products. So, you just want to make sure you're really reading that, so that way you're not double dipping, especially with those, and then also things for mucus relief and congestion. A lot of times, those are in those over-the-counter combination products. So, you just want to be careful and look what you have. Pay attention to the ingredient list. That way, you're not overdosing yourself.
Okay, is there a real difference between brand name and store brand OTC medications in terms of safety and effectiveness?
So actually, there's not a difference. So the store brand or the CVS store branded items actually go through the same safety and efficacy testing through the FDA as the national brand. So it's going to work just as well, be just as safe, and will actually save you some money because it comes at a considerable cost savings there. And if you're shopping and looking at the in CVS, you see our updated branded packaging. It makes it really easy to find what you're looking for the whole family. Everything is nice and clearly labeled, so it makes it a great way for patients to be able to save money and take care of the family.
And finally, Amy, are there any new OTC products or trends this season that you recommend or even maybe caution against?
I would definitely recommend electrolytes. So I know you probably see a bunch of different electrolyte formulations that are out there. I know staying hydrated is now trendy, right? So when we were younger, I feel like I didn't drink from a water fountain all day long, but now I have my giant 40-ounce water bottle wherever I go. So it is important to stay hydrated, and electrolytes is a great way to enhance your water and make sure that you're getting those essential nutrients. So I definitely recommend checking those out. I like the powder formulations because you can keep them on the go with you to make sure that you are staying hydrated, because that is one of the things that tends to cause people to be sick, or if they are sick, get worse, is when they are dehydrated, especially with elderly patients. So highly recommend keeping a pack in your backpack or in your car. That way, when you're on the go, you could always stay hydrated.
That's a good recommendation. If you have a golden rule, what is your golden rule in your home, Amy, for managing your medicine cabinet this fall? What would it be for the viewers?
I would say to take track of what you have. I'm guilty myself of going out and buying something when I already had it sitting at home in the cabinet. So I would say at the start of the cold and flu season, which I know we're in the midst of it now, just take an inventory of what do you actually have on hand. That way, if somebody is sick or coming home from school with the sniffles, or a loved one is not feeling good, you know exactly what you have on hand. You can be able to triage the situation.
Amy Safety, thank you so much. I
Mhm.
sure appreciate your expert advice. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, 5 minutes after the top of the hour, let's take a break here at the KFYR Plus News Desk.